Hi, my name is Randy Fox Cole. I am from Southern California. I am currently living in Greenville, South Carolina. Over a year ago, my husband and I were asked to be staff on a developing church called The Connection, and we've been attending home fellowship Sunday nights, learning about the Ask Jesus ministry format by David Hodges. And that is going to be the framework for the ministries at The Connection. So God is developing my husband and I to be the pastors that cultivate community in this new church. So that's what we're involved in right now. In terms of my dance background, I've known my skill and talent for dance since elementary school, but I didn't pursue it until middle school. I started to choreograph and I loved it. I was part of a dance team, the first dance team at my middle school, first dance team at my high school, a transitional junior high to high school dance team. I did solos and helped choreograph routines for both middle school and high school. I learned through ballet classes for 3 years, a jazz class for a year. My church at the time in high school was very supportive, and they asked me to choreograph dances to show in front of the congregation during our worship services a few times a year, which was very special. One really important part of my story with dance was one night at youth group. I learned about covenants, and that night, as I was getting ready for bed, I made a covenant with the Lord that I would only use my dance, my talent, for Him and not for myself. And I didn't realize the consequences of making that covenant with Him, because none of my pursuits would materialize other than my dance fitness career, which has been a blessing to everyone I share that with. But I had another very important experience during high school when I was getting ready to choose which college I was going to. And the Holy Spirit was leading me to dance for Him. So I put the music on, and the way that I can describe it for that moment was I didn't have any mental power over the movements I was making. It was Him, the Holy Spirit, moving my body. And I was experiencing Him leading me in dance. I did not experience that many more times after that. And I consider that the moment and interpret that as a sign that the Lord wanted me to know that I was anointed and that it was His will that I would dance with Him for the rest of my life. One chapel that I attended during the orientation at Biola University, the Bible Institute of LA, where I studied communication studies, emphasis in speech and drama, graduated there with my bachelor's. We were told to ask the Lord what our calling was. I asked Him in prayer, and He confirmed that it was dance ministry, dance worship. So with these experiences, I went forward with Him in that at my time with Biola, and started the first dance ministry club called Dance, Dancing in Spirit and Truth. So He showed me how to do that and how to lead that, and I want to continue in that. And this Dancing for Him school has been His answer to me. So 4 years after I taught dance at Biola University, I was confronted by my husband's mentor, who also knew Karen Beloy, who is in the Bible school right now in 2020. She and I met in 2019, and as soon as we met, she mentioned the upcoming dance conference for Dancing for Him in Marietta, Georgia in September. So I went with her. we traveled together, spent the night together, and danced together, and she poured into me that weekend. And the other ladies there all confirmed that it was His will for me to be doing this. So I asked the Lord after the conference if it was His will for me to continue in His calling for me through Dancing for Him school. And He said, yes, this is where I want to bless you and give you freedom and for you to grow in authority. And here I am.